we're not at war. War ended a long time ago.
A recruiter tells our undercover student the war is over.
The news never said war. They're not lying now. They never said war.
It appears some Army recruiters are willing to say just about anything to reel in a new soldier.
Will I be going to war?
I say your chance will be slim to none. That's what I say.
We sent students undercover to 10 Army recruiting offices throughout the tri-state area.
We almost welcomed being shot at because it helped us identify where they were shooting from, which means we can kill them easier.
Some recruiters were upfront about the dangers of enlisting.
Every job in the Army does include combat. It's plain and simple.
But nearly half of the recruiters who spoke to our undercover students compared everyday risks here at home
you got a better chance of getting shot on Jamaica
to being in Iraq.
I like Subway sandwiches and Subway salads. And I watched the news yesterday, a guy got killed in Subway.
You have a 10 times greater chance of dying out here on the roads than you do of dying in Iraq.
I'd rather get hit by a car instead of getting hit by a bomb. What's the difference? You not living. You're dead. That sucker is gone. It's a wrap.
And with the end of the war nowhere in sight, the general in charge suggesting more troops might be needed. Some recruiters told our students if they enlisted, there was little chance they'd go to Iraq.
Aren't people still being shipped out?
No, they bring people back.
Nobody's going over to Iraq anymore?
No, we bring people back.
As long as you don't pick a job that falls right here, then you won't have to worry about, going over there.
If you're signing up to the Army these days, you have a pretty good chance of going to Iraq, don't you?
I would not disagree with that. We are an Army and a nation at war still.
Colonel Robert Manning is in charge of U.S. Army recruiting for the entire Northeast.
The news never said war.
He agreed to take a look at our undercover video of his recruiters.
I find it hard to believe some of the things that they're telling prospective applicants. I still believe that this is the exception more than the norm.
What are you saying then, that we just got wildly lucky to find recruiters, more than half out of 10 that we visited, to be stretching the truth? Or even worse, lying?
I've visited many stations myself, and I know that we have many wonderful Americans serving in uniform as recruiters.
Yet we found one recruiter who even claimed if you don't like the Army,
get the rifle out of the water!
You could just quit.
What it is called the failure to adapt discharge. And it's an entry-level discharge, so it won't affect anything on your record. It'll just be like it never happened.
This recruiter makes it sound like it's pretty easy to get out if you change your mind. Is that true?
It's I would believe that it's not as easy as he would lead you to believe that it is.
In fact, it's probably pretty tough, isn't it?
It's tough.
They need to do anything they possibly can to get recruits.
Sue Niederer says she's all too familiar with recruiters' lies. He was told he wouldn't see combat.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Her son joined the Army in 2002 and ended up in Iraq. His job? To find roadside bombs. How did he die?
He was killed by an IED.
Bomb.
A bomb.
2 years later, she says our investigation confirms her belief that there's a widespread recruiting problem.
They were going to send some people over there, but they stopped that because we'll start bringing people back.
In which another casualty appears to be the truth.
You can ask anybody who's been there. We've all had more close calls out here on the Long Island Expressway and the Southern State and stuff like that than we did when we were over there.
This kind of conduct really does fly in the face of what the military stands for, honesty and honor.
Yes, obviously there's training that needs to be done.
90% going to be putting their lives on the line for our country. Tell them the truth. That's all. Just tell them the truth.